I'm just a 25-year-old teenager.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Quirky Cast. Happy Wednesday. Today's just going to be a very casual episode.
Yeah.
You know, we don't really have much things that went on this week. We don't really have much to share. So we're going to go very casual, see what comes up on the top of our heads.
Yeah, let's see how we can improv this.
So this may be one of the worst episodes you've listened to, or this may be the best. So I guess we'll see.
You will never believe what happened to me yesterday.
I'm so excited.
You're excited?
Uh-huh.
So I went to lunch with my parents and my boyfriend to where my sister works. It was really good. It was barbecue food. And, you know, we're sitting up at the bar. She's the bartender. And someone comes in and goes, "Whoever has a black Audi." And I'm like, ooh, like this has never happened to me. Like, you know, at parties or like, they're like, your car's getting towed or like, you know.
Yeah.
And I always hit my panic button on the side and I was like, oh, my alarm's probably going off. They go, "Whoever has a black Audi, someone just ran into your car."
No.
And I'm like, huh?
That is not what you want to hear.
I was like, I don't have a black Audi.
You're looking around. Anybody
I'm
else?
like, anyone else? My car is parked right in front of the door. I was like, huh? She's like, yeah, someone just like ran into the car, but they're standing out there. I was like, oh, cool.
So were they were waiting for somebody to come out?
So either they were waiting for someone to come out or the girl that came in and said that, she just picked up a takeout order. And so she like walked out, saw it happen. She came back in.
Okay.
And so I went out there and there was like two young girls and I'm like shaky and I'm like, and honestly, it's not bad at all. Like you can barely even see it. Like when I walked out there, I was like, what am I looking at? Like where do I look? But you know, I could tell that this girl was nervous and like her hands were shaking. She was probably like, oh my God, like I just hit a car. And I didn't know what to do. My dad comes out, he looks at it and he walks away.
Okay.
I'm like, Dad, I need help. What do I do?
I'm just a girl.
Literally, I'm just a girl. And my dad walks away and Jamie's like, oh, it's fine. It looks like you can't. I'm like, but like I'm supposed to get like their license, right? So then I asked the girl for her license, take a picture. Jamie's like, yeah, like I can barely see it. And I'm like, could I get your insurance too? Like I'm like forgetting what questions to ask. I'm like, my dad literally walked away. So we exchanged information and all that, but I don't know. And then I was asking my dad, I was like, so what do I do? As I've been through this, sorry, I missed out a big part of the story. I've been rear-ended 4 times within the first 2 years of me having my car.
That is insane.
Yeah. So. I've gotten 4 new bumpers on my 5th.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But I was just like, cool. Happy Sunday.
It always happens to you too. I do remember you texted me and I was like, no way.
Yeah, and it wasn't that bad, but it's just like the fact that happened to me, like it's like, of course. Yeah. And I came back in and like everyone else sitting at the bar was like, you need a new car. And I like look at my sister, I'm like, were you telling people about my past? She was like, yeah. I was telling everyone that you've been rear-ended. I was like, well, yep, I do need a new car.
Maybe it's the luck of the car, like the bad luck.
But I haven't really had any issues like that, like because I've had the car 6 years now, I think. Okay. But yeah, it was the first 2 years that it was like every other month I got rear-ended.
That's a lot.
Yeah. So how was your weekend?
The fact that nothing comes to my mind literally all weekend. What did I do? Has it been raining all weekend? Have I just been soaking in my bed watching movies? I don't remember.
I don't think it was raining.
Well, maybe I've still been soaking in my bed watching movies anyways.
Yeah. I mean, it's been raining a lot recently and it's been like so gloomy today that I've just been so tired.
Yeah.
And I'm just like ready to get in bed.
Yeah. I mean, I guess today I was pumped and ready for a whole extravaganza of things. I mean, I don't know if I can talk about this yet, but basically I got a very, very, very exciting brand deal that I obviously love and I'm super excited to share it. And I wanted to say like the story too. I guess, I don't know if I can preference it without saying the store though. Right?
Yeah, I think you can.
Basically, a few weeks ago, I made a video on purpose, filming at this location and wanted to make a cute little TikTok going to this location. And I just remember when I was filming, I was like asking Austin, I was giving him my phone and I was like, can you take a quick little video of me? Can you take like a picture of me? You know, just asking for all the types of content to get everything I need to post. And there were like these 2 boys behind us in line. I think they were our age, like the same age as us. and I could just hear them like snickering at me, like oh, she's filming this, like look at her, like blah blah blah. And I was like, this just sucks. Like obviously filming in public, you got to have a special like head on your shoulders to be aware that everyone is staring at you. I mean, I guess sometimes they're not, but most of the time, like, they are, or they'll be like, what are they doing over there? Like, all that sort of stuff. But I will say that I filmed that video. I got made fun of in person, all for it to come around, and I got a brand deal out of it.
Yeah,
so,
that's insane.
Yeah, so I'm so excited. Today, we made the video. We did the things. I can't give like details, I feel like, but it will be coming out soon. So I'm so excited to share it with you. So stay tuned on my socials at Indiana Bows, TikTok, Instagram to check it out.
Yeah. Manifesting.
Yes.
You did that.
Yes. And that was the exact plan and it worked. So I'm happy about it. Another thing that I have been preoccupied with doing, and it's probably one of my favorite things I've been doing this month, is shit posting. That's what we like to call posting absolutely everything and anything and not even caring and just doing it. And it all has thanks to my feather dress pit stains, because I've been answering and responding to like everybody's questions, like giving like a 5-second answer, and that video gets 10,000 views.
Really?
And it's crazy how like it happens all the time to the videos that I do not care about.
Yeah.
Like I will spend literal actual hours filming a transition video, making a ginormous mess around my whole entire bedroom that I have to clean up, like putting all my clothes away, spending hours editing it just for a couple hundred people to watch it, which love you guys for watching that. But then when I post a video, not even caring at all, and it gets like 10,000 views, like nothing.
That's insane.
It's literally insane. I'm like, okay, well, I guess that's how the algorithm, I guess that's how TikTok works. It's like everybody says it's the videos that you don't care about, or it's the videos that you least expect to blow up do.
I have to say that just reminded me of something. When I'm scrolling through TikTok and I see a video, and even if I'm kind of like, oh, that's funny or something like that, if it has like 2 likes, I'm not going to like it. I don't know why.
Wait.
Like, I'm like, oh, scroll.
That's so funny because Austin will do the same thing. And I'm the type of person who I'll like and comment. Yeah. I'll be that one person to comment on them, but I'll send Austin like the TikTok because I think it's so funny.
Yeah.
And he'll be like, he'll say that there's only 2 likes. He's like, I'm not even going to look at it. Like, why are you sending me this?
I feel like I have been trying to get better at that because I'm like, I should be putting out to the world what I want back, you know?
Yeah.
But I just notice myself doing that. Or like I'll think something's funny and then like I see it has like no likes. I'm like, oh, that's cringy. Or
like the opposite though, because then if you see a video has like 1 million likes, you're like, oh, I gotta check this out. Like, what is this gonna be?
Yeah.
But also going along with that, I did just send Austin a video and he again was like, this has barely any likes. Why'd you send this to me? These people, do you know like the trend about the powdered donut when somebody comes in and they're like, who ate my donut? The camera scans around to the rest of the room looking at each individual person, and there's one person who has the powdered sugar just drenched all over them, and they're like, it wasn't me. Like, those videos are so funny. So this specific video, they powdered their entire house.
I think I saw
their
that
house was trashed and it only had like 20 likes.
Oh, really?
And Austin was like, I can't believe they did all of that for nobody to see it. Like, that's what's crazy, because like I know in their heads they're like, this is gonna go viral, because I died. I was like, that's the funniest thing I've ever seen, because I've never seen anybody go that much effort into it. They're probably cleaning that up, regretting that whole decision.
Well, I wonder what they're at now.
Yeah.
Maybe they blew up.
Maybe I did see it at the beginning, but I laughed. I thought that was the funniest part, was that all of that work for nobody to see. Yeah.
That's funny. I love those videos. Speaking of TikTok, I just like, I go through phases where I either forget about TikTok for like 3 months or I get into my car and I'm like, I have to scroll on TikTok while I'm driving, but like I don't watch it, but just to like listen to it. Like it's like I need something like faster to keep me entertained. Like I don't want to listen to a song right now. I want to listen to random stuff. And I have that phase right now where I think about TikTok every second of the day. I have to go on it when I wake up. I have to go on it when I go to sleep. Anywhere I go, I'm like, oh, I should look at TikTok right now.
Did you know that you can like also fast forward their voices?
Where you just like hold on the side.
Yeah, like it's a new feature. I did it by accident and I was like, this person just like screaming so fast at me. Like I didn't realize I accidentally held it down, but I just learned that. Another thing that I've been loving for this month is that since I've been getting ready every day for the 75 Hard Salad Challenge, I've actually been doing my makeup at my makeup desk doing cute little
I'm so sorry. It sounded like you said the 75 hard salad challenge. I'm like crying right now. I was trying to hold it in. I was like, did she just say the salad challenge?
I eat a salad every day for 75 days, I guess. 75 hard style challenge. I've been actually getting up and getting ready for the day. I've been experimenting with my makeup now that I am having the free time to just do it, and also wanting to match my makeup to my outfits. Like if I'm wearing a green look, I'm gonna put on some green eyeshadow, like, you know, that sort of stuff. But it's been so fun, and I've been using a lot of products that I have had in my drawers for months that I haven't even opened or used, and there's been some products that I've been loving. But one thing that I think is absolutely essential to my like daily makeup routine is having eyeshadow sticks and having them in like every single color. I only have a couple of them. I have a pink one, a green one, and a blue one.
Is it kind of like lipstick, but you just like put on your eye?
Literally, yes, like exactly. It's like an eyeliner or a lipstick. You just twist it and then you literally rub it on your eyes.
Oh, wow.
So easy, so fast. And people, I get so many compliments, and I'm like, I literally just rub this thing on for like 2 seconds and it's on.
Wow, and it like blends out really well.
Yes,
I'm like staring at your eyelids right now. I'm like, wow.
It's like the shimmer on it.
Yeah,
and
okay.
so I love it. And so like I also will sometimes I'll play with like 2 different colors. Like I have the orange with the pink on, but I absolutely love it. And I have these ones are from ColourPop. I don't know if I mentioned that, but they have so many colors. And I just told myself when I was doing my makeup, I was like, I need to buy more because I love these and they're so easy.
I wish I was more into makeup, but we both know that I always want to get into makeup and it never happens, and I just can't do it.
Is it because you don't want to do it, or is it because you feel like you're not like good at it, quote unquote?
I don't know. I feel like one, I love touching my face, which I know is bad, but the thought of having foundation on my face like just seems horrible to me. And then also when I do like once a month when I go out and do something and I do put on some eyeshadow or something, like I always rub my eyes and I mess it up. So I think it would be something that I just have to do every single day to get used to it. But I'm also just like, I don't know. I wish I knew though, so I could like contour and all of that, but no, not for me.
It's okay. Not everybody needs to wear makeup. I feel like it's more of an enjoyable thing, an artistic thing.
Yeah.
I will say I'm surprised of my eyeliner game because it used to be so bad.
It does look really
and
good.
Doing it, I mean, I do like smudge it, and then I do put a lot on, and it's not straight, and then I like straighten it out with a Q-tip basically and make it pointy and sharp.
Yeah, I love doing eyeliner. I suck at it. But I did get these things. Oh, I don't know what they're really called, but I got them from Amazon. And it's like an eyeliner. It comes with 2 of them. It comes with the left side and a right side. And it has the wing. And it's just like a stamp. And you stamp it on. And then the other side has just the eyeliner. And you could draw like the rest of the line on.
Yeah.
But it's so cool. And that's like, it saved me so much time. But then I do mess it up a lot too.
Yeah, I did see those and I've been wanting to get them. So that just reminded me.
Yeah, I don't know what they would be called. Like eyeliner stamp, eyeliner wing stamp or something like that. Okay, so I have been really into, trying to get really into skincare and like hair care and all of that, you know. And I think I talked to you about this once before. But on my For You page, I see so many videos about the CosRx or something like that. It's like CosRx snail mucin.
What? I've not seen this.
It's just like a clear liquid and you're supposed to put it on like after you wash your face or something. And it's like, you aren't supposed to rub it in. You're just supposed to pat it in. I'm like demonstrating. You're supposed to pat it in, and it's this like stringy, like if you put it in your hands, you know, and do that, it like looks like it's like stringy, but it's not really that sticky. Like once I put it on my face, it's fine. It doesn't smell like anything, but I don't know. I really enjoy it. I usually use that every day with my moisturizer, and I like it. I don't know if I can really tell a difference, but it feels nice on my skin.
Is it like actually from a snail? Like, is that what it's supposed to be?
That's what they say. I don't know.
I can just go find a snail outside and just rub it on my face?
Yeah, like you can milk it. And also on the whole beauty topic, I think that I brought this up maybe last episode or a few episodes ago. Once again, I'm just going to talk about TikTok because that's all that consumes my brain. But I am TikTok shop creator.
Not even. I am TikTok shop creator. That's all I said.
And and the first thing that I got was the unbrush. And I love the unbrush so much. Every time I get out of the shower, I just brush my hair and I'm like, wow. It's just like going through like butter.
Yeah.
And you know, I don't know if I told the story about how when I made my first video, I thought I was gonna have to like really amp it up and lie. But I have also kind of noticed that it doesn't work as well on dry hair. But today when I brushed my hair, I don't know what happened, but it was going straight through my tangles. And I had a lot of tangles, and I don't know, the unbrush, if you want to buy one, find me on TikTok at Teddy Hart. And you can buy it
and give her commission.
Yeah, I only make like $1, but I've made like, I think it's like $84 so far this month, which is still cool.
Wait, that's something I want to bring up too.
Yeah.
You guys, I made that video of my feather dress having my purple pit stains. And obviously, I was making it on myself. Obviously, I'm getting hate comments saying like, how are you not washing your clothes, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But all of that paid off, okay? Because I'm in the TikTok Creativity Fund and I got $260 from that video.
That's insane.
And I'm like, I'll do it again.
Yeah.
I'll stain my armpits again. Who has a dress that leaks or stains?
Yeah.
Like, give it to me.
Yeah. And so the TikTok Creativity Fund, whatever that is, you only get that on videos over a minute?
Yes. So
I
didn't
it was like
get
on your
it,
second video?
Yeah. I didn't get it on that exact video. If I did,
yeah,
I did the math because my RPM for that specific video, I know every single video is completely different and every person's videos are different, so you're not gonna have the same as me, but that my RPM for the video that I got paid for was $1.22 every 1,000 views.
Oh, that's pretty good.
So
I
it's
feel
really good because before TikTok's creator fund would only give you 4 cents every 1,000 views.
Yeah.
And that's like so low, so minimal compared to the creativity fund or its program, creativity program. It's like one of those two. And what's crazy is that I have been in this program since literally like April or May of last year, and I've made nothing. Like I haven't made any money. I haven't posted like many videos over a minute, or if I did, they barely got 1,000 views. And so like I barely made like a couple cents from the past year. And so this was my one video that blew up. I think I got 300,000 views, but it only took 200,000 for the money. Basically, for it to be eligible into the program, a person needs to watch the video on their For You page. So if I were to send you a video and you watch it from there, it does not get accounted for. You have to find it on the For You page, and the viewer has to watch the first 5 seconds. If you watch 3 seconds and swipe away, I didn't get counted for that view.
Wow.
So that's why out of the 300,000, I only got counted for 200,000 because some of those people probably were sent it. Some of those people probably just swiped away after the few seconds. So it has to be watched for 5 seconds. The video needs to be over a minute. It has to have no commercial music. So I guess using non-commercial music works, but also Austin uses normal music and he says he still gets paid for it.
Wow.
So I get confused because the rules that I read said like no music for it. So I've been kind of playing around with it, but it's kind of cool to experiment. I was crazy to see it had such a high RPM, but I think it's because people were so invested into this whole series. So I've been milking it and posting so much about it.
I know you watched this show, I don't know when, but like a couple months ago maybe, when it was coming out every week. And you were talking to me about it. You're like, I'm so excited for tonight's episode. They're going to the Lotus Hotel. Me and Jamie just watched Percy Jackson, the series on Disney Plus. That is insane. It's so good.
It is. Percy Jackson, The Lightning Thief, used to be my favorite movie as a child.
Yeah,
like
me too.
I just loved the adventure-seeking movies. I just love those so much. So I was so excited when they said they were making a series on all of the books. So not even just this first book. It's at least set to show all of the seasons. I think if this show does well, which I hope it does, and I think it has done. So I think like there's a lot of good feedback from it. I hope at least.
Yeah. No, I really loved it. We watched like 6 episodes last night. I think honestly all of the episodes were really good. But sorry, this isn't really a spoiler, but there's this one episode where I don't know my monuments or anything, but there's this like metal arch thing. I think it's in Missouri. Maybe. I don't know. Sure. I might be in the wrong state. I don't know. But that scene was like mind-blowing to me. I watched it and I think Jamie fell asleep and I had to turn it off because I was like, I can't watch anymore. And I rewatched it with Jamie and I was like, look at this. I was like, you need to watch this. And he turned his head. I was like, look, you're missing it. I was like, this is so insane.
I have amazing canon to talk about with that. So what I found out, which I did not read the books. I'm not a reader. I would love to be a reader, but I'm not a reader. Yeah. But for those who read the Percy Jackson books, it has always been a mystery of how this is gonna be a spoiler, how Percy falls from the arch and then is found in the water. It's always been a mystery. Nobody's ever understood, and people have brought up maps seeing that the arch is hundreds of feet away from the actual river. There's no way if he would have fell off the arch, he would have landed in the river. So it's always been that mystery. And so they said that the show created the canon and solved the mystery, saying that his dad shot up and grabbed him with the water.
Yeah, and see, I have never, like, I love Percy Jackson the Lightning Thief, the movie, but I have never really been into like the Greek mythology and the gods and all of that. So like people know like Poseidon is this, but I don't know that. And I asked Jamie after I saw it for the second time when he was watching it, but I asked him, I was like, oh, who's Percy's dad? Like, what god is he? And he said Poseidon. And I was like, oh, so what does he do? And he said water. I was like, oh, okay. So that's why that happens. I was like waiting for it to happen so he could see it. And I was like, oh, this is so cool.
I feel like I was so into all of the Greek mythology when I was younger. So this whole series is just like one of my absolute favorites. I also wanted to bring up, this will definitely be a spoiler, about one of the scenes when they go and they find Medusa. And I will say, because that I think was one of the best scenes in the movie. That and the Lotus Casino are the best scenes in the movie. And I will say that the show, I think, did really well with the Lotus Casino. They went a different direction because I was like, they're not going to show these kids being drunk. Yeah. Like, that's just not going to be the vibe. They did the direction of like him getting stuck in the VR universe. And I was like, that is good. Yeah. Like, that was pretty sick. But the Medusa one, I was hoping that we were going to get some cool scenes. I was very, very, very disappointed how they had to cut off her head, obviously, but with the way that they were editing and filming this, they used the trick of putting the invisible cloak over the head and then cuts it off so we can't even physically see it. Yeah. And I was like, that's just weird. Like, yeah. Like, I don't know. Like, obviously, I don't like the grueling or the gore, like, scenes and stuff like that. But I just felt like that was weird. That was, like, a cop-out. I was like, how are you just going to do that? Like, you could have at least had her looking away and you just see it in the background or something. But, I don't know. That was a little scene that I was like, ugh. But maybe that was canon to the books. Since I didn't read it, I have no idea. Yeah, that is true. But the ending, that was insane. Oh. I was, like, jaw on the floor. But so far I've been loving it, and I hope they continue because the movies only made 2 of them. They didn't make all. I think there's like 5. Oh wow. And so I'm hoping they keep them going because I want to watch them all and I want to learn all about them. Yeah, me too. Speaking of shows, I am a huge fan of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Jamie has been wanting me to watch it, and we watched like the first like 3 episodes, and I kind of like it. Of the cartoon? Yeah. Okay, so it is so good, and there's the debate on like if it is considered an anime because it is like it's an animated kids show, but it's not like quote unquote anime. But I would say it's a very entry level to anime shows. Yeah. It's so cute, so fun. There's a lot of life lessons. I also love every single character in the show, and I think that also has to do with like when you're watching a show. If you love every single character, this show is going to be a good one. If there's not like that annoying character, you're like, ugh, like I don't want to see them on the screen. Yeah. Like if they have all amazing characters, this show is going to be amazing. And to go off of that, like after you watch Avatar, there is The Legend of Korra, which is the generation after all of the Avatar generation are passed away and everything. And it's so cool to see how their society develops and how there's the new Avatar. And I think I even may love The Legend of Korra like more. It's like so exciting. They're all like more grown up now. They're like teens and like young adults, and I love it. But to go off of all of that, they made a live action Avatar show on Netflix, and they're obviously with live actions, you know, people love to hate, and I will say that there already was a live action Avatar movie that came out like I don't know years ago. I did not watch that. So everything I say, I have no experience with that. That apparently was the worst live action movie that's ever been made. Wow. They didn't even put like the blue arrow on Aang's head. Oh, wow. And people were like, how could you just not even give him the blue arrow? Like there was a bunch of things that go along with that. But I will say, and I do think I have seen a lot of good reviews, which is good. There are obviously people who are still complaining about little things. But everyone, including myself, has been loving this live action. I also think out of every show I've ever watched, every live action show, I think they casted every single character perfectly. And what I think's insane, because I've been watching so many interviews with them, what I think's insane is that these people did not even audition knowing that they were auditioning for Avatar, like The Last Airbender.
Wow.
Some people, like Uncle Iroh, was saying that he was auditioning thinking he was going to be a basketball coach, like for a school movie. Like there was all these things that they were fakely auditioning for because they couldn't have the secret out that they were making a live action, which is like understandable. But what I think is crazy is like all these people were auditioning thinking they were doing something else, but they were the perfect cast selection. Like they were exactly what you see in the animation shows, like exactly their personalities, exactly their voices. Like it's absolutely perfect. And I've only been on like episode 3, so I'm so excited to see like the end of the show because I've been absolutely loving it.
And this is on Netflix?
Yeah, it's on Netflix, and they're all like an hour long. And they do, what is kind of cool is like they do have some little differences because it's like when you're watching the show, I get it. Like when you see something happen, you're like, oh, like that wouldn't happen in the show. Like, why did they do that? But it's also fun to keep along, like watching. So you're not understanding what exactly is going to happen at every point in time. Like it's still a little bit of a mystery and still a little bit of a change, which I think is like cool. It keeps you on your toes. But I don't know. I just have so many high things to say about this. So many good things to say about this. So I'm so excited. And I hope you watch the cartoon and then you can watch this.
How many seasons are there of the cartoon?
There's 3. And what's really cool is that each season is a different element of him learning.
Oh, okay.
So he obviously already knows the air bending.
Yeah.
And so he needs to learn, I think it's like water bending, earth bending, and then fire bending. And fire bending is the best season.
Really?
And also, I'm not going to like spoil anything for you, but there is the best character development I think in the entire world that there has ever been in this show, and it just is amazing to watch, like to see how it all develops at the end. Like it all comes together and it's so good.
Oh, I'm excited.
I'm like so hyped about it because I love it so much.
I'll have to watch that tonight when I get home.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone is on tour right now.
Yeah,
like everyone. Like Madison Beer just went on tour. We all know Taylor Swift and Sabrina Carpenter. That's what I want to touch on really quick. Today, I saw there's so much drama with Sabrina Carpenter because, you know, her song Nonsense and her outros, how like she makes them kind of dirty and like she changes it for each place that she goes to. Apparently, like everyone in Australia is like offended.
What?
And they're like, this is like so disgusting. There's kids listening to this. Like, yeah.
I haven't heard one thing about it.
Really? I've been seeing so much stuff on Twitter about it. Now everyone's like, are you serious? Like she's doing this like at a Taylor Swift concert and like, I don't know. But
also like if you're going to see her, like don't you expect that that's what's like she's going to say that? And it's also like 5 seconds out of the whole show.
Yeah, that is true.
Plug your ears if you need.
Yeah, cover your kids' ears if you're going to see a Sabrina Carpenter show.
But also like just to go off of that for outros, I saw that when she performed in Sydney, there was like every time she performs anywhere, there's all the trends of like people trying to make their own outros to see like if she does it. And I saw some guy make her outro for Sydney and she said the same one.
Really?
So I'm like, that wasn't even her idea. Like, but like, why are they getting mad at her when people are writing it for her? Like, coming up with them.
I don't know. That was just a little thing that I saw. But also we have Olivia Rodrigo who just started her tour, and I just there's just something about when someone starts their tour and it's the first show and you see all of these videos come out and you see all of these like it's just so fun to watch. It feels like you're there and it's just so exciting.
I've been watching every single video that's been coming on my For You page. Every single one, even if I've already seen it, it's from like a different person's angle, I'm watching it.
Yeah,
because her concert looked so good.
Know.
It was in Palm Springs. It was literally an hour away. We could have went.
I know. But she's going to have, I think it's like 4 or 5 nights in LA.
Oh.
But yeah, I was looking at tickets and they're a little expensive. They aren't as expensive as like Taylor Swift, but if you want to sit like down on the floor, they were like $800, which isn't bad.
But I'm not doing that.
but I'm not gonna pay $800. But the cheapest ones were like $250, which also isn't bad, but they're like higher up.
See, I just feel like I hate how everything's getting so expensive.
I know.
And I feel like I still wouldn't want to pay $250 to be completely honest. Like I would love to see her, but it's just this thing every single time I go to a show, I just like zone out for a second and I tell myself, I'm like, I just paid $300 just for like me to be here and to like have enjoyment. And then I'm like, only for an hour. And then afterwards I'm like, I just paid $300 for like,
yeah, that's true.
Which it's always like enjoyable, but it always hits me. I'm like all these people, and then I'm like, every single person in this room is paying $300 for the same experience. I don't know, it just hits me out of nowhere, like a crisis for no reason. I will buy a $250 ticket for Harry Styles though. I feel like he's the only person that I will spend all the money for. So I guess I'm just gonna hold my money for that. And when he gets back on tour, which I hope it's soon, come out with an album now and come out with a tour literally soon. We miss you, bald Harry. He's not bald anymore. I saw
that he got like a hair transplant or something.
Oh, maybe that's why he had to shave it. Okay,
that's what everyone was saying, that he shaved his head and now his hairline's growing back like even better.
Okay,
have you not seen anything about that?
I just saw like a picture, but I didn't even know if it was real. Like it could have been edited in my
that's
eyes.
True. Very true. I believe anything I see on the internet. But yes, Olivia Rodrigo, I am just so in love with her. She is just so cute. And I saw something today that was like, she is really trying to be like, I am not a Disney star anymore.
She is the pop princess now. But I've been loving it. Like every single thing. I loved I mean, speaking of Disney, she was giving off the Disney knees on her like Love is Embarrassing song with her dances and stuff, but I loved it. People were like, what is this choreography? And I'm like, this is exactly what I want to see.
Yeah. No, I think it's very fun, flirty. Like she's trying to be like, I'm 21 now. I'm an adult. Treat me like an adult. And she's an all-American bitch.
Yeah. And I loved how at the end of her show, she got off the stage and went all the way to the front row and was high-fiving and hugging and like saying hi to every single person on her way out. And there were so many videos of people being like, this is the first time I've ever seen an artist do this.
Yeah.
I do know like Post Malone will go down to like the little pit and he'll like give hugs and stuff to people. But she was literally going up to every single person. Yeah. And I'm like, that is the cutest, sweetest thing.
Yeah. She just looks like she is having a blast.
And hopefully we can have a blast at her show.
I know. I mean, I feel like we should just like request off or I should request off a couple of days since you don't work, and just like see if we can really get like last minute tickets, and I'd be down.
Yeah, I'd be down for some cheap last minute tickets. Yeah, in the high sky, like I'm down for that.
Yeah, we can bring our binoculars. But I think it's at the Kia Forum.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and I feel like it's like still kind of a smaller arena to where like you could be high up and it's not that far. I also saw in some of her songs she like gets on like a moon or like a cloud or something and it like takes her around. Like it reminds me of like Pink or something like that. Or like Justin Bieber like going around, and it's so cool.
Oh, I did not see that, but that's cool. Yeah. So it's like no matter where you're sitting, you get a little close view for like the song. Well, that's gonna be pretty much it for this little chit chat episode. We hope you all enjoyed it. And if you did, make sure to give us a rating and review. Tell us how much you love us. If you want to watch the podcast, we are on YouTube, so you can give us a like and subscribe as well. Give us a little comment. Tell us how much you love our outfits.
I'm wearing all black, like I always do.
And I'm wearing all pink. We're like the two different moods.
I know.
Bubblegum and Marceline.
Thank you all for watching. We will see you all right here next week. On Wednesday, every Wednesday.
For the rest of our lives.
And we are
the Quirky Cast.
Bye!